Hello everyone. So welcome to new session. So today our session is the Profinet communication between S1200 PLC with Cinemec G120 drive and remote IO. So how we can communicate with drives and Profinet remote IO. Okay. So this will be important session that are waiting for this session. So how we can communicate with Profinet IO and drives. Okay. So today I will give the total explanation about these two devices and which parameter we need to define in in drive, and how we can configure in a TIA Portal V18. Okay, and how we can read the parameter, write the parameter, how we can set the speed and start stopping from the TI portal, means from the PLC. Okay, so actually there are the two methods. So both method I will show you. One method is we can directly write the hex code in the particular address, so we can start stop the drives. And another method is a block method, so we can use the particular blocks, and we can configure the block, and we can perform the action of the drive, means start stopping or parameter read write or status read writes, everything we can do. Okay, so request to please do not skip the session. Okay, so what will be happen, you if you skip the session, so it may be miss some point. So it is need to connect. Okay, so start this session. Okay, so Profinet communication between S1200 and Cinemec G120 drives. Okay, so welcome again, KTAC Automation. Okay, so okay, so in our PLC programming, so actually there are the two methods. One method, so we can directly move the some values in a particular address, and we can perform the start stopping of our G120 in drive. Okay, another method is a block. Okay, so assign a blocks in a blocks we can use, and we can perform this action. Okay, so I will show you both method. Okay, so then this is our PLC hardware. Okay, then PLC hardwares, then the communication network. So communication network will be our Profinet. Okay, so we can communicate remote IO. Okay, 8200 SP. So if you require some remote input, okay, so we can use this type of the remote IOs. It is based on the Profinet communication. Okay, so for example, if your PLC panel is here, and another PLC panel, means device panel is away from the from the distance, so you can use the Profinet IO. So what will be happen? Definitely your number of cables and everything will be reduce using the Profinet communication, means any kind of communication. But because all the signals will transfer via the communication, so it is also reduce the number of cables, and the speed will be high. This is more advantage if you want to require the high speed system. So uh, use the network communication of the remote IOs. Okay, and then this is the drive, Ceramic G120 drive, 3-phase drive. Okay, so we can control speed control, and we can check the status, and we can also read the actual current and actual frequency of the drives. Okay, so first I will show you which parameter we need to check. Okay, then go to the configuration. Okay, so in drive parameters, so first we need to set the motor parameter. Okay, so P304 is motor rated voltage. So motor rated voltage and motor rated current, means 305 and 307 and 3011 always depend on the your motor nameplate data. Okay, so please check your motor nameplate data, and whatever the data is available on your motor nameplate, that data you need to paste here. Okay, so rated voltage, rated current, and rated power, and rated speed. Okay, so this is the first part. It is also, if you want to work with the manual mode without communication, so this parameter is important. Okay, this is the first part. Okay. Then ramp down time as per your requirement too, you can set. So 1120 and 1121 you can set. Okay, minimum speed and maximum speed also need to define. So define the in 1080 and 1082 minimum speed. Okay, and P2103 in 722.0 means fault acknowledgement. So any fault occurred in the drives and you want to reset. Okay, so 7.20 fault acknowledgement you can set. Okay, so this is reset from the PROFINET. Okay, so directly you can reset drive fault from a PLC. Okay. Okay, so what about the Profinet parameter? So Profinet parameter is P0015 is equal to 12. Means field bus Profinet. Okay, so command source from the Profinet. So you know there are the different source of the command. Means you want to from externally from your keypad. So here one more is 12. 12 is a field bus. Means drive will receive the command from the Profinet. Okay, so P0700 is equal to 6. So command source, propinate, okay, and set point. Command source means forward, reverse, like that. Okay, so command from the propinate. And P1000 is equal to 6 means set point also on the propinate. So set point means our frequency RPM, like that. Okay. Okay. One important setting is required here. The Telegram setting. Telegram setting is required. So P0922 is equal to 1 means standard Telegram 1. Okay. Same need to be used in the PLC program. Okay. So same standard Telegram 1 we need to use in our program. Okay. So whenever we will configure the program, so that Telegram standard Telegram we need to use. Okay. Speed calling. So P2000 2000 is the reference speed. Okay, and P0971 is a same RPM to ROM. Sorry, save this parameter RAM to ROM. Okay, so whenever you set this parameter, but when the drive will goes to power off and power on, so if you not to save in the ROM, so it will be definitely set as a previous. Okay, so do not forget to save in the ROM. Okay, so this is the main important also. Okay, so then this is the only parameters. Okay, so that parameter we need to set in our drive. Okay, so what is the next part? So next part is our configuration. Okay, so I have a PLC. Okay, so whatever the settings I will be deleting here. Otherwise, new project will take more time, so it will be better to delete this one. Oh, okay, need to know. Okay, so deleting. Okay, so here I am selecting the first device. Okay, so I will add the S7-1200. Okay, so please check your version. Your version should be more than the V4 means 4 V4. Okay, so some version is not supported means 2.2 or 2.3. So always check your version first. Okay, so I am selecting V4.6. Same version should be in the uh, uh, your CPU. Okay, so I am using this version 4.6. Okay, then okay. Okay, so after this PLC selection, I will add two Profinet device. Okay, Siemens device only. So if you require so another drive communication, so please comment. I will make the video accordingly. Okay, not an issue. If you want to communicate with the other drives. Okay, so right now I am not using this password security, so I am disable this. Okay, So it will give the some errors sometimes. Okay, so now it is okay. So this is my PLC. Okay, and then next step is device and network. Okay, so okay, so this is my PLC. Now I want to use two devices. One is a remote IO and second is the drives. Okay, so go to the hardware catalog. So all the hardware is available on. So whatever your Profinet IO you have, according to that you need to select here. Okay, so compare your hardware and that hardware need to insert here. Okay, so in the distributed IO 8200. Okay, so I am selecting this one. Okay, there are the number of device. So please compare with your hardware. So which Profinet remote IO you have. So according select that. Okay, and this is the standard. Okay, so select the standard. So I am adding this here. Okay, okay, but you need to check which Profinet remote IO you have. Okay, okay, and then after, okay, one more device I need to add drives. Okay, so drives is available in the field devices. mm, PC Profinet IO. Okay, distributed IO. Okay, this is the distributed IO, and here drive interface. Mm, not this one, not this one. Mhm. Hmm. Okay, sometime is more difficulty. So if you have drive, so directly you can search. Okay, so whatever you have model, that model you can directly search and find. Okay, not an issue. Otherwise you can use this way. Okay, check the other field devices, Profinet IOs. In Profinet IOs the drive. Okay, so I have added the GSD file of ABB drives, control technique drives. Okay, so that type of drive you can also communicate with this. Okay, not an issue. Okay, now what we need to add, so we need to add G120. Okay, so G120C is a Profinet. Okay, this is Profinet model. Okay, so I am using these types. Okay, so just drag and drop two models. One is Profinet IO and second is Drive. Okay, now what we need to do? So just connect this one. Okay, so connect this one for this. Okay, and one more is update. Okay. Hmm. Okay, and second, yeah. Okay, so this is ready. Okay, but you can see is the PLC one. This is the IO assignment name PLC. It will automatically come. Okay, this you can assign the IO controller like. Okay, so this way Profinet IO you can add. Okay, so this is the Profinet device name. This device name you also check in the properties. Okay, otherwise automatically it will define the automatically. Okay, so this is the first section. Okay, now we add this module. Now we need to define the address. Okay, so this is also most important part. Okay, now we add here IO modules. Okay, just we add here modules, not IO. So in this is only module. So add here as per your requirement IOs, digital input, digital outputs. Okay, so I am adding here. So please check your hardware, which hardware do you have. So according to that, select the position. Okay. Okay, so this is DI and I am taking one more DO, this DQ. Okay, this is DQ. Okay, so add this one. This is one server modules. Okay. Okay, now we need to define the address. Okay, so address should not be conflict with your existing IOs. Okay, but definitely it will not take this means duplicate address. Okay, so here already assign this address, you can see 2 and 2. Okay, but sometime what happen, you assign the you add the external DIDO with PLC. So at that time it may possible to duplication of IO. Okay, so here we take the long address. Okay, we will take the long address. So it will be not conflict with the uh, local IOs. Okay, so for that I am taking address of this one is which address we need to add. 68. 68. Okay, 68 and 68. Okay, so this is my address. Okay, so one time compile the server module, electrical and bus. Okay, just I am deleting this one. Okay, password must not be empty. Okay, so already now we delete the, we no need to know password. Okay, so full access. Okay, so full access. Okay, so I already had the address 68. This is my remote IO address. Okay, so whatever the input I will give you on these modules, okay, means input number 1, 2, 3, 4. So 68.0, 68.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I 68.0, 68.1, 2, 3, 4. Same as Q output. Miss Q 68.01 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, so the address, it will be read the address according this way. Okay, so it is over from here. Okay, now we need to check one more thing. We need to add in the, this is the completion, but you can check the IP address. Okay, so right click on this and IP address would be the same. Okay, so this is your 192.168.0.2 remote IO IP address. Okay, you can change as per your requirement, not an issue. And Profinet device name also here. Okay, so Profinet device name is IO device. Okay, generate Profinet device name automatically. Okay, so device number 1. Okay, so whatever the device 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, according to that you can select. Okay, now what is the next step? So next step, need to configure our drives. Okay, so double click on drives. So first we will check the IP address. Okay, so our IP address is 192.168.0.3. Okay, and device number is 2. Okay, and this is the our Profinet device name. Okay, okay, now what we need to do now? So in hardware catalog, okay, so just click here. Okay, just click here. Okay, and expand this one, device overview. So in the device overview, in the submodules, there one is the standard telegram one. I told in PPD, so we will use this standard telegram one PZ 2 by 2. Okay, so just drag and drop this telegram. Okay, so it is over. Now uh, we are adding here address, so 6972 automatically take, but you can modify. So I'm taking 256. Okay, input from 256 and output from 256. Okay, so this is input and this is output. So input output same address, it will be not config, because there are different, the one is the input and second is the output, due to this reason. Okay, so add this one. Okay, just okay, so now our setting is over. So next step will be, you need to download this project. Misconfiguration, you can write this configuration. Okay, now we need to find one things, uh, hardware identification number. Okay, so how we can find the hardware identification number? So for the hardware identification number, in these properties, okay, properties, this is the system constant. Okay, so in system constant, you can see here your Cinemig G120 P1 drive standard telegram. Okay, so this telegram we use. So our hardware submodule is 290. So hardware identification number is 289. Okay, so we need to note down this number 289, because we will use this 289 number in our block system. Okay, because we have two method, one is the directly method and second is using the function block. Okay, SINASpeed and a SINASpeed block. Okay, so note down this address. Okay, now first we will perform the normal method. Taking more time. Okay, now okay, so first is, I want to start. Okay, so I want to move some datas. You are using manual mode. manual mode. Okay, so in manual mode, sorry. Okay, so I have note down because it is not easy to remember everything. Okay, so okay, so whenever you will do the some uh, you perform some any kind of function, so make the note. Okay, it is more important because if you are not using every time, so you definitely you will forget this one. Okay, okay, so I'm taking here one inputs. Okay, so for the start I will use inputs. Okay, 60.0. Okay, this input remote IO input already we use. Okay, for start. Okay, start. Okay, now I am taking move. Okay, in this move I will transfer one value. Okay, for the start. Okay, so it is 16 has 16 has 047F. This is the value. Okay, so this value I will transfer in my right address. Which right address? So I already define QW256. Okay, so whenever I will write this value, what will be happen? Motor will be start. Okay, motor will be start. Okay, so this is my start. Motor start. Okay, so that this value I need to transfer in a QW256. QW256 QW256 is come from the here. Sorry. Okay, 256, my this is my input address. IW256 and QW256 my output address. Okay, so this is my output address. So I will write the value, this value 16 has 047 app, so drive will start. Okay, for stop, for stop percentage I 68.1. Okay, so this is for stop. So you can take the rising gauge, falling gauge. Okay, so you can make the logic as per your requirement. I will not discuss about the how to start and how to stop. Okay, so you can pick as per your requirement. Okay, this one is stop. Okay, now for stop. So for stop, we need to write this value 16 has 04047E. Okay, and this value definitely we write in the same right address, WQW256. Okay, so this is for start. This is for start. Okay, this value hex value we need to move in this register. Okay, so start, and this is one is stop. Okay, now how to write the speed? Okay, for the speed, okay, I will take the one more block, move. Okay, move. In this move, and use Q58, QW258. Okay, this is one more write register. This is for speed write. Okay, in hex format, if you are writing 16 has 4000, means you are writing the maximum RPM. Okay, 4000 is maximum RPM and 2000 is minimum RPM. Okay, in hex format 2000 is minimum RPM. Okay, so according to that your requirement you can program further. Okay, okay, now this is the hex value, but for the decimal value, so 16384 is our decimal value. Okay, so whenever you write this value in the QW258, okay, QW258, where it is, so it is here. Okay, 256, sorry, 256 and 258. 256 already we used for start stop. Okay, and 258 for the right RPM, means speed write. Okay, so 16384 is means you are writing the full RPM, and means half of RPM you want to half of RPM, so 2192 means divided by 2. Okay, so according to that you need to scale for this. Okay, and you can write the speed. Okay, now start, stop, and speed write is completed. Now next one is you want to check the status. So your actual drive is on or not, or any errors occur or not. So for that we will use the input status. Okay, because we already define, you can see here that we already defined the in address is 256. So this 256 we will use for the our status check. Okay, so for example I am taking I256.0. Okay, so I256.0 for what? This is for the ready. Okay, and the next one is I am taking I 256.1. Okay, I do 256 for the ready for operation. Okay, and then next I am taking I 256 dot 1. Okay, I already defined this value, this tag already defined, so it's coming drive run or everything. Okay, and drive run. Okay, it will not come automatic. This tag address tag text not come directly. I already add this. Okay, then I 256.3. Okay, so fold. Okay, so I'm taking one address m100.0. Okay, so this way you can take your status. Okay, so this is our status. Okay, now you want to check the speed. Actually your speed is coming correctly or not. Okay, so for this, sorry, I forget one more thing. Okay, 256 is old. Okay, 256 to already used na, right? Okay, okay, done. Now, I want to check what will be the actual RPM. Okay, so move. So actual RPM, we can check IW258. Okay, and this value you can write in any register, but you need to scale this, huh? Because it will comes in hex format is 4000, and decimal format we already discussed now, here input same 8129, so you need to scale this data. Okay, so row value will come from the IW250 258, and then you need to scale the data. Okay, so this is the only for the manual mode. Now, but we want to use a block. Okay, so now I will same thing I will explain in the block. Okay, so either one you can use, either you go to this way, otherwise you can use the directly block. So how we can use the block? So the block is Sina speed. Okay, it is available in the optional package Synamics in Sina speed. Okay, drag drop this object. Okay, and then okay. Okay, so now how to configure this block? Okay, so if you want to enable this access, okay, means you want to run. Okay, so add here one address. For example, I am taking I68.0. Okay, our remote I. Okay, already we used there, no? Start. Okay, so this is start stop from both. Means then you can make the dual starter, and you can enable and enable this start stop. Okay, then acknowledgement error. You want to reset this drive value. Okay, so you can give the input I68.2. Okay, so I68 is available here. Okay, so in a Profinet I use. Okay, so this is the input. Okay, so whatever input will high on I68 point. Okay, so I 68.0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because this is the DI8 model and this one is the DO4 model. Okay, DO4 model. 4 output and 8 input. Okay, so this is the fault reset. Fault reset. Okay, now speed set point. Okay, so speed set point. Speed set point you can take any bit. Okay, here need to define the real, only real. Okay, speed set, speed set. Okay, and the reference speeds. So please check your the speed, maximum speed, and set according to. Okay, so check your maximum speed. Okay, and set according to it. Okay, so for example, maximum speed is 1500 because it will scale accordingly. So that, okay. Okay, so speed references. Now, configure axis is okay. Wait, configure access. This is for the hardware identification number. Okay, so hardware, how we can find this hardware identification number? I already told you, but I am show you again. So go to the here, okay, and double click on it and go to the parameter. Okay, in system constant. Hmm, why this only property? Okay, standard telegram one. Okay, so we use this standard telegram one PZ. Okay, so our hardware identification number is 289. So this 289 I will use here. 289 in both, 289 here and 289 here. 289 here. Okay, and the axis number. So I think device number. So device number will be 1 or 2. Hmm. Okay, here need to define object ID. Object ID, object ID. Please add one. Okay, otherwise default it will be 1, no need to change. Okay, so if you are using the servo, that time you need to configure access number 1 2 3 4 5, but 1 is okay. If you have different drive, so it will generate the different hardware identification number. Okay, so drive 2 3 4 5, so different identification number. So this identification number is a identity of the drive. Okay, so this is start, this is fault acknowledgement, this is speed set, reference speed. Okay, and configuration, hardware identification, this is the important. Okay, then now access enable, so you need to check your access is enable or not. Okay, so status, it will give the status. Okay, m 10.0, this is status. Okay, and then actual speed, status. Then this is for actual speed, so you want to use md 40. Okay, because it is in only accept the floating na, so that speed. Okay, so if any errors, okay, so generate error status, so it will give the block the status. Okay, so this is the speed block. So whenever you give the speed, okay, and the start this block, so your motor will be run and you can check the status here. Okay, okay, anything speed reference completed. Okay, enable the axis. Okay, now you want to write some parameters. Okay, so how you can write the parameter? This is the for start, stop, status, and speed. Everything in one block. Okay, so you also learn the block in from the help. Okay, okay. So this way you can perform the drive operation. Okay, for start, stop, acknowledgement, reset, set speed. Okay, so this is these are the two options. One is the manual mode and second is the block operation. If you want to write the parameter, so you can also use the parameter block. Okay, in this blocks you can directly read write the parameter. You need to define the same the parameter numbers and configuration like this hardware identification number like that. Okay, so just you need to define this define only. Okay, so just start miss read number, parameter number, then access number blank, only one, hardware identification number and parameter number, array miss array, define the array. Okay, so according to that you can read the parameter also. Okay, so I hope you like this session, and thank you so much for watching this session, and request you do not skip the videos. Okay, and thank you so much for watching this. We will meet you in another session. So if you have any query, you can drop the comment in comment box, and you want to learn more topics, particular topics, so please comment in the comment box whatever the topic you want to learn. Okay, so I will make the video accordingly. So thank you so much for watching this video. We will meet you again in the next video.